Hello friends, it's Sarah from Sweet Scents from the Dollhouse. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If you're returning Waxy, as always, thanks for hanging out. I apologize for the crappy lighting, and I'm going to have to try and keep my voice down because Miss Alabella is miserable. Like, we had a bunch of running around to do today in the city, and anytime I go to London, I always stop in and visit with my folks. My grandmother, Ella's great-grandmother, lives with my parents. So it's not that they like let her get away with murder, but it's just it's how grandparents are. They're just, grandparents are supposed to be that way. They're supposed to fawn over their grandchildren, and their grandchildren's shit don't stink, and they're so perfect and they're so cute, and she just soaks up all that attention. She is like the star of the show for the day. And then come the 40-minute car ride home, coupled with after bed and, you know, following a busy day. And then it's just like mega meltdown mode. And I'm like, oh, can this day be over yet? We can start fresh tomorrow. That's the best part about it. But I was really, really, really excited to get home and film this because I have received friend mail from England. And my dog is going to come down and join us. Oh, that's lovely. Fester, come here. Come here. Teenagers take the dog for the walk and forget to take the bloody leash off of him. Poor guy. That's better, eh, Mr. McGill? So I'm not going to read this out loud because the card is personal, but yeah, this is to Sarah and family from Michael and Matt in the UK. Look at that card. That's beautiful. Printed on 100% recycled card paper made in the UK. Artwork by Sandra Dickerman. The Oh Dear is a collective founded to act as a platform for illustrators and artists. A percentage of each sale goes directly to the artist. I love this. I am an artist, so I appreciate this more than you know. Michael, that is beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love it. Oh, yes. Yes. So let's see. This will be absolutely no surprise to my regular subscribers. I have 3 more apple s'mores bars. This is one of my favorite Scentsy scents of all time. Stay tuned for this coming Monday's most requested Monday. Upon my subscribers' request, I'm going through my entire wax closet by vendor, including Scentsy, and she wants me to narrow it down to my top 3 scents from every vendor. And she said 3. I'm not gonna push my limits. I'm gonna try and follow exactly what the subscriber requested. It's gonna be so damn hard. But I would definitely say apple s'mores from Scentsy as one of my top 3 favorite Scentsy scents. This one's gorgeous. And this one seems to be like a super strong one. For anyone who missed my first random act of kindness or friend mail exchange with Michael, I unboxed the bars from the UK for the first time and discovered these little like tinfoil, what did I call them? Like a TV dinner thing. You know how you peel it back and microwave those like entrees? That's what it reminds me of. But they have those, as well as this strange little exclamation mark. And I think he said it has something to do with shipping overseas. It's a stipulation of the UK government but I think the Netherlands as well, and a couple other countries that when you ship overseas, for some reason you have to have that. Something to do with like water pollution or water pollutant, something. I don't know. I'm probably butchering that. Michael will comment down below and correct me if I'm wrong. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, yes. Yes. So excited. So, what do we have in here? I don't remember. Michael. So, he sent me a blueberry rush bar, which is amazing because we can no longer, well, I suppose we could get this here in North America, but shocked the shit out of me that they took it out of the spring and summer collection, or spring and summer selection rather, for 2018. Again, this has only been coming up to my 1-year anniversary as a Scentsy consultant, but I was shocked because last summer, Blueberry Rush was one of my best sellers by and by. I was utterly shocked that they took this one out. So I'm super happy to have this one. I think I've got 3 more in my stash that I'm savoring. Blueberry Rush on its own wouldn't be my most favorite or go-to scent, but I'm telling you, out of all of the Scentsy bars, I think Blueberry Rush makes the best blender. Like, you could mix this with literally anything. You could put it with laundry. You could put it with other berry scents. What was it? John Sparks suggested mixing this one with Strawberry Swirl, and it makes like a trick cereal type scent. I mix it with Toffee Butter Crunch. To me, it smells like the most delicious blueberry waffles. Oh, I mean, the combinations are endless. Sugar cookie, vanilla bean buttercream. I've mixed this with Crumb Top, mostly bakery. But there's 100 different things that you can do with this scent. I love it. So thank you, Michael. Very happy to have another one of those. Another one of my best sellers last year was Scentsy's Southern Evening. And Michael, you read my mind because I only have one Southern Evening left. My girlfriend Tammy, who's like my one and only friend out here in the country, and I love her. She is probably the best one and only friend to have out here. An amazing, amazing woman. I met her, if you watch my very first story time video when Crackhead stole my cat. That's kind of a crazy one in my playlist. I met her then, and we've been inseparable ever since. But she loves super sexy, masculine home fragrance. So she's been dipping into my Southern Evening hoard. So when I realized, when I did my Scentsy Spring Clean collection video, oh yeah, there it is, folks. Wow. When I realized I was down to 1 bar, I was like, dang it. So thank you, Michael. Now I have another one. I don't feel so, what's that, like, anxiety. I get this anxious feeling when I run out of my favorite Scentsy scents. Oh man, are you sure I have to narrow it down to 3? Because this is definitely in my top 10, maybe even top 5. I love this one. Ooh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So Michael included 2 more sweet plum pastries, and he asked me what I wanted in my friend mail. Well, I only requested 3 of these scents, I believe. But I asked him to send me these prior to Sweet Plum Pastry winning June's Bring Back My Bar. Still happy to have them all the same. Love sweet plum pastry. I swear I can never have enough of this bar. Oh, and even that one I'm running low on. I think that's what I want to do. I'm over finding new scents. I would be happy to just hoard my 10 favorites. Ooh, stay tuned though, because I have my warm review of the Scentsy Crystal collection. Shocked. Like, shocked. That's all I can say, because I'll give it away. The other little goodie he has in here for me is, how do you pronounce this? Pima Cotton? This is one scent that I've heard people talk about time and time again, but because I only ever warmed coconut lemongrass as a customer, and just in the past year have I started to experiment with other Scentsy scents since becoming a consultant, I was just never really interested. When I was a customer, my consultant would say to me, you know, we have a new catalog, Sarah, don't you want to look through it? I'm like, nope. Nope, because there's not one thing in there that's as good as coconut lemongrass. I already know it. I don't want to smell it. I don't want to see it. Just give me 6 of those. So I think I missed out. Actually, I know I missed out on a lot of amazing scents, and I've heard people talk a lot about this one. So I am very excited to give this a sniff. That's just like the most beautiful, simple laundry scent. I don't like this one as much as Clothesline. Well, I shouldn't even say that because it's very different than Clothesline. I know a lot of people think laundry scents are just laundry scents. They're all the same. They're not. They're so very different. Clothesline is very complex. It is such a beautiful, still to this day, probably my favorite laundry scent ever. But this one is just very simple. Beautiful all the same, but simple. And in my opinion, way better than Clean Breeze, which I know I don't want to offend anybody because I know there are some die-hard Clean Breeze fans. But Clean Breeze to me smells, or is the equivalent of sticking your face in the Tide bottle. This is more like the scent of cotton sheets on a clothesline without being actual clothesline, if that makes sense. It's just like sun-dried linen. Beautiful. Amazing. So thank you, Michael and Matt. Soon to be newlyweds. Man, details, gentlemen, details. I want to hear all about it. So the other thing I requested from him, funny story, I'm not sure if I told you guys this on my channel, but when the fall and winter testers came out last August, I had an open house booked, and sometimes, like Scentsy always says, tell people 3 weeks before they'll receive their orders, yourself as a consultant included. You know, usually it ships to us here in Canada within 7 to 10 business days. Sometimes they shock the shit out of you and it's even sooner than that. But just to err on the side of caution as to not piss anybody off in the event that our courier services are busy or there's a stall at the border or whatever the reason may be, tell customers, you know, anywhere between a week to 3 weeks, depends, right? So I had ordered my fall and winter testers, but I thought that they were a long way out. I didn't promise them to anybody. I didn't say, look forward to smelling the spring or the fall and winter testers this weekend at my open house. I wasn't saying such nonsense just because I didn't want anybody to be disappointed if they didn't come. Sure enough, I was leaving for the city that Friday. My open house was first thing Saturday morning. And doesn't UPS deliver them? So I'm like, yes, this is perfect. My customers, anyone who comes is going to get like it, great opportunity to smell what's up and coming. This is perfect. So without having time to go through them myself, and trust me, I wanted to, I just ran to the city, stayed the night at my parents' house, woke up first thing in the morning, went and set up my open house. And I just laid out a bunch of the fall and winter testers, like on this little table with some seats around it. That way people could just sit there and sniff at their leisure, whatever. It was kind of like a brunch little open house thing that I did. Cooked all the food for it, was super excited. So in amongst those testers that Scentsy sent me, I didn't think to double check them or go through them. I just put them out. Like, I trusted that they would be the right testers, the testers that I ordered, right? So customers come up to me and they start handing me their orders as the open house progresses. And I go down the list and I'm like, pink tulips? Sorry, is this a Scentsy bar that you've had before? No, I just smelled the tester and it's really nice. I would like to order it. I'm like, oh, okay, no, the tester was in the fall and winter pile. Pink tulips? Yeah, right over there on the table. Oh, okay. So I take the first girl's money. Second customer comes up, and I'm thinking, this is really weird. I don't remember seeing pink tulips on the list when they announced fall and winter fragrances. What a strange scent to have in the fall and winter fragrances. But, you know, Sarah, there's probably nothing to it. It's probably in the Darling and Dashing selection. You know, don't overthink this. It's fine. Keep taking these orders. Keep taking money. 4 women. Not 1. 4 women. For a total of 13. 13. I collected money for 13 pink tulip bars that day. Come to find out that I was sent pink tulip just by accident. But 4 women at my open house that day wanted to order them. So I called consultant support. And keep in mind, I'm like a brand new consultant. Not brand new. I signed up in May, and this is like near the end of August or the beginning of August or whatever it was. And I said to them, like, I have an order for 13 pink tulip bars here. Like, do you have any laying around your distribution center or your warehouse somewhere, or can you pour me some? Because, I mean, I'm still very committed to making sure that my customers are happy. But in the beginning, like when you're just all gung-ho and you never, ever, ever want to tell a customer, I can't do that, or no, that's not possible, because you want your customer to be super happy so they'll continue to shop with you. What a classic screw up that was. So I had to call all 4 women back and say that scent's not available. Make arrangements with them. Thankfully, they were all pretty good about it. I only had to meet with the one girl so she could smell the testers again to pick the scents that she wanted. Most of the girls were just like, well, throw a couple more of this or a couple more of that on in lieu of the pink tulip bars, right? But what a shit show. And then I ended up throwing in a whole boatload of samples, and I gave them each a free bar on me for the screw up. But I went rooting through those bloody testers madder than a hatter. I'm like, where the hell is this pink tulip bar, and what makes it so damn special that it turned out to be such a headache for me? I love this scent too. Michael sent me not 1, not 2, but 3 pink tulip bars. And shh, we won't tell those customers that I have them. I haven't smelt this since it pissed me off last August. Oh, hell yeah. Again, not at all the same. Not at all the same as Viva La Juicy. But if you like Viva La Juicy, you would like this. Oh, so fun. I think if you like even Bath and Body Works Endless Weekend, not the same, but if you like that scent, you would like this. Oh, that's amazing. Our Viva La Juicy, and in Scentsy Bar, that's Flower Child. Did I say that? In case I didn't say that, if you like Scentsy's Flower Child, you would like Scentsy's Pink Tulips. Or if you like Bath & Body Works Endless Weekend, I mean, there's so many different, it's like this fun, fruity, flirty scent. Or not, bleh, fun, floral, flirty. And last but not least, he sent, oh my goodness, Michael, I love it. It's a beer bottle opener. How cute. My girls are going to go crazy for this. That is adorable. And it's a magnet too. We're going to hang that on the fridge. We don't drink beer, but surely we can find something to open with this. If not, he's just going to make one badass fridge magnet. That's amazing. Thank you. And then he also sent this box with sweets for the girls. Of these, they look like Canadian version of, here we have these, but we call them rockets. These are fizzers and Parma violets, fizzers, or swizzles. That is very, very, very cool. I want to try one of these pens. No artificial color. I want to try them and see if they're similar to Canadian rockets. And I think in the States you guys call these Smarties. I could be wrong. And here in Canada, our Smarties are actually chocolate candy coated chocolate. They taste so different. I'm going to put Rockets, Canadian version of these, in your next friend mail. Do the other ones taste the same? That's so strange. I can't say that I've ever had violet flavored candies before. That is a bad thing. They're actually really good. What do these ones taste like? See, ours look more like this. Obviously different label, but like same variation of colors. Oh no, they do have a fizzy note to them. So your fizzers taste like the Canadian version of Sweet Tarts, which are bigger here. These taste kind of like the Canadian version of Rockets, but Rockets don't fizz. I'm going to send you guys the Canadian version of both of those candies. We don't have those ones, but Sweet Tarts as well as Rockets, and you guys can see the difference. But anyways, folks, I'm going to save the rest of these sweets for the girls because I certainly don't need them. Oh my goodness. They will be super happy to try those. As always, gentlemen, thank you for your generosity. Thank you to my subscribers for watching. And stay tuned. I have tons of hauls coming up. I have the remainder of my spring cleaning collection videos, including part 3 of my Scentsy collection, as well as my warm review of the crystal collection. Can't wait to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.